Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Patience is nothing.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, your girl got a bust down. It's not a middle part, but it's still a bust down. And this hair is from Westkiss hair. In today's video, I'm just gonna be walking you guys through how I do my installs. I haven't done my own hair in a while, but I'm getting back into it. And y'all, this was the perfect way to bring me back into it. So I don't even want to talk too much. I just want to hop right into the video. So let's go back to how we got here. So this is the hair straight out of the pack, and as you can tell, this hair is bomb. This is their 26-inch 200 density, and like it's just so bomb. Like no shedding, nothing, right out the box. First things first, I start off by pushing all my edges back, and I use my Gorilla Snot gel to be able to hold my edges in place while I brush them back so that they're not in the way when I'm gluing down my cap. I use my blow dryer on the high-low heat so that it's not too hot, but at the same time like strong enough to hold it in place. So for my ball cap method, I don't use the regular wig caps. I use a knee-high stocking, and I use this because it's just like way easier to work with, especially when you're dealing with HD lace. It's way thinner and it just gives more of like a bald cap. Like we're trying to look bald, just to clean. So use something that like it's gonna be easy for you. But for me personally, the stocking cap is very easy and it doesn't tear like how the normal wig caps do. So I find it really nice to work with. As you can tell, now I'm just like adjusting the cap to fit like perfectly around my edges so that when I put my glue down, I can still see my hairline and I'm not getting no glue like directly on my hairline. So just position it right and make sure it's not too like close to your edges, because you know we still want them edges. And then in the back, I just end up cutting like the piece that's hanging because we don't need it anymore. A lot of people use freeze spray or like ebon to lay down their cap, but me personally, it's just way easier when I use like actual glue to lay down my cap, because I don't know, something about freeze spray or like ebon, it just, the cap doesn't sit right. When I put the glue on, that joint be on exactly where I want it to be. So I like to go with my glue just for extra security, because we don't need that the cap running anywhere. That's where you start to mess up. Well, once the cap starts running, you got to do it all over because it's not gonna look right. So I go in with my blow dryer again on low cool setting, and after that I just began cutting my cap. And as you can tell, it's like really easy. Like literally my cap is not going anywhere because I went in with my glue. The cap is exactly where I want it to be, no problem. Everything's all good, okay? And then in the back, I just end up cutting like the leftover cap back there also, and like it be snug, it fits right, because once again the front is glued down properly. After cutting my cap off, I go in with my Ruby Kisses foundation in 13, and I like make sure that I dab it right into like the front where like the lace is actually gonna lay, because I find it like, I don't know, it just blends a lot better when you dab it right there, and then the rest I just like kind of brush it on. But as you can tell, like that was literally giving Mr. Clean. This is moving fast, but like slow it down if you need to. I also apply the foundation onto my lace because I don't have a lace tint yet, but it works perfectly fine for me. Also, just make sure that like you blend it like nicely, and then I put my wig on, and I was like just making sure it was positioned right. And once I found like a good spot that I wanted it in, I just go ahead and cut that excess lace off so it can fit like perfectly around my ears. And take your time while you do this because you don't want to cut too much off. So start off little and then add on to like cut more if you need to. Yeah, and just like look at that. Look at that. Come on, look at that. So for this wig, I knew that I wasn't going to do a middle part, but I still parted it down in the middle at first because I wanted to get like a good foundation of my wig. I wanted it to lay evenly from ear to ear before I even try to do my side part, because when you part it down the middle, it just gives you a good like vision as to where you should lay like the wig, like directly on the cap, if that makes sense. I don't know, it makes sense to me, so make it make sense to you. After positioning the wig like exactly where I want it, I go on with the lighter side of the foundation that I was just using to trace out exactly where I want to cut the hair and where the cap like and the hair meet. So I'm just going ahead and tracing that so that when I place my glue down, I place it like in the exact position that I want it. So after that, I just go ahead and lift up my wig, and I use alcohol to like, you know, get all the oils off that was there from like the foundation and stuff. And don't worry, like you can still see the lines that I left there go away due to the fact that the front of the hairline is gonna meet the line and it's just gonna blend seamlessly together. And if not, you can just go like ahead and use like a Q-tip and just wipe it off. So after all of that, I obviously start laying my glue down, and I'm using my Erica J glue, and this glue is so like, it's so strong. I love using this glue. Ghost Bond, not so much. Erica J, oh, that's my girl, and I'm stick beside her. But yeah, I use her glue, and I apply 3 layers for this wig because I wanted it like nice and strong. So in between layers, I let it dry really good. Make sure that it's clear before you move on to your next layer, or else it's gonna get like super tacky and like gooey and stuff, and like it will literally show through your wig. So make sure that it's clear before you move on to the next layer of glue. Ciao, I'm running out of breath. But yeah, like after that, just make sure that everything's nice and clear. I go ahead and use my blow dryer once again on the low cool setting, and then now it's time to put the joint on. It's time to put it on. And it just, if you follow the steps, it's gonna be so easy because the lines are right there, so you know exactly where to like place the wig. And once you place it, to make sure that, you know, you're melting the hair, you're melting the lace into the glue really good, I go ahead and use a comb, or sometimes I use my hands to like really stick it. Yeah, get in there, because if not, girl, your wig gonna lift. And you can just tell how focused I am. Like throughout this whole video, my face is like, it's giving you focus, because you gotta be focused when you're doing this. If not, you can't expect the bomb install if you playing around. Like, be for real. Be for real and do it right, okay? Here comes my favorite part. You know why? Because this is what's really gonna help you melt your lace. Go ahead and get that elastic band. I don't care if you can't feel your brain. I don't care if your blood is not flowing. Tie that joint up. Do you want a melted lace, or do you want, like, no, it's no or. Melt that joint, okay? Second up, go ahead and use your elastic band to really get in there and melt your lace. And I use 2 because, like, girl, be for real, I want my joint laid. But I'm just showing y'all all the other goodies that was in the bag. Westkiss hooked the girl up. Do y'all see this hair? Do you see 26 inches? And look at that melt. This is HD. Not all that other crap the other people be trying to sell y'all. This is a, do you see that? Like, be for real. Do you see that? Okay, but I'm just going ahead and combing up the hair so like nothing is stuck in the glue. You know, all the good stuff. Precision is key. You have to be precise. If you miss the spot, go back and make sure it's clear before you lay that lace back down. But just be precise, ladies. Okay, it's gonna help you. You can't do rush here. You can't rush. Okay. No, but for real, like, you cannot rush this process because it's just not gonna look good. So you need to take your time, make sure that you're being very, very, very precise with everything that you do if you want a flawless install. If not, then girl, you might as well just throw on the wig and go. Lace still on, because if not, I'm gonna see that lace. You always gonna see lace, but the thing is, we gotta trick the people, okay? Because not everybody gonna know it's lace. Yeah, people be like, that's your hair. I be like, call me Pocahontas. Yup. So be precise if you also want to be Pocahontas, okay? To cut the excess lace off, I use a razor because I like when it's just like, it looks natural. Instead of going in with a scissor, now you're giving straight line instead of natural hairline. Like, hold on. Wait, what? Look at that. You see? It just, look. It's good like that. So go ahead and do it to the other side also. After that, you're gonna go ahead and go on with, like, either at this point you can use Eben or free spray if you want, but I use spritz because it doesn't irritate my skin. So spritz is really nice, and it's really like it lays, it's like a secret weapon. It will lay that wig for you if it's not already laid. So yup, now I'm just checking, appreciating the work. And at this point, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, this gonna look a little crazy. But you gotta trust the process, because it's not done until it's done. So now I'm trying to figure out this side part. Y'all, doing the side part is so hard on myself. Like, it's so hard because I'm just so used to a middle part. But trust the process. And my camera dies really soon, so like I go ahead and do the rest off camera, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, so now we're back, and now we got a wax stick with us. This joint, I don't even know where this came from. Oh, it came with my hot comb, my pink hot comb. Y'all see that? But yes, use a wax stick. Sometimes if I'm lazy, I just use like my edge control because it helps it lay like flatter. And go in there. Do not be scared to use that heat. This is not your real hair. Use that heat because we don't want no Humpty Dumpty wig over here, okay? Use that heat and lay that wig down, ma'am, please. This was the body wave texture, but I really wanted it like a straight side part, so I just went ahead and straightened it. And now I'm just cutting my baby hairs, and these baby hairs were trial and error, but like, it's okay. Put it on a wig is trial and error. So I cut it out, and I'm like, okay, let me curl it now. So now I'm just curling it, and this helps when you're trying to like lay your baby hair and like have it looking cute and dramatic without doing too much. So I only have 2 baby hairs going on right here because I wanted that like, UK girl side part look. Don't be scared to play around with your baby hairs because you're not gonna get it the first time. Because if you do, child, I need to come to you. But yeah, don't be scared to play around with like the baby hairs, because when you're not expecting it, that's when it's gonna turn out good. So just take your time, try new things, and just do what works best for you. Like, if it's not laying how you seen another girl lay it how you want to lay it. Because at the end of the day, what works for me, what works for the next person, might not work for you. So just, try your best and figure it out. As you can see here, I was struggling a little bit, so I had to go off camera and get myself together. And I came back, and I'm trying to blend everything in, and now the baby hairs is done. Look at that. Trust the process. Look at that. No, Westkiss really came through with this hair. Just look at it. It just looks so good. Okay, hey guys, this is the final look, and I'm actually so happy with how this turned out, because y'all, I haven't done my hair by myself in so long. Well, yeah, like a full like wig install by myself in so long, but I feel like I did really good on this. Please get into all the details. Please get into all the details, because I know you want to. This hair is so nice. Of course, I want to link everything down below. And once I beat my face and everything, it's gonna side profile for days. Like, this sidebar is giving me side profile for days. So y'all be on the lookout for that, because I'm literally gonna drop some bomb pictures on Instagram. But apart from that, y'all go get you some Westkiss hair, because this is bomb. I'm in love. It's literally 3:35 a.m. and I was like, I need to stay up and do this video because it was that serious. Yeah, it was that serious. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm about to be so much more active on here. You're about to be sick of me. Okay, but for now, that's all. Good night.